Hey guys, what's up? Using my Nemesis again today. Well, Nemesis again today. There we go. A little bit of bad news. My magnets broke. Well, it didn't break, but when I took it out, it did break because my magnet somehow, my firing button wasn't working. Took it apart, looked at it. One of my magnets, the bottom one, rusted to this, my firing button. So I was trying to get it out to clean it, and I broke it. So I put the old springs back in here. Springs work just as good, but the magnets, you get a little bit more of a pushback, a little bit more of a response. Using my Addy in here from TOBH. You know, it is a clone, but it works just the same. Got that 0.08 ohm build in here. Fires up pretty well. Same as before. It's probably about a 0.1 ohm coil now just because it's old and it's been used and it has been cleaned once already. Got my plume veil tip in here. Yeah, but that's it. We're going to vape on it real quick. I've already been vaping for it. Took 5 or 6 pulls, a couple long pulls just to relax. Been at work all day, so. This Smashing Pumpkin is actually getting tasting a lot better now. It's lower resistance wire that I'm using. You know, the lower the gauge, you know, lower gauges, lower ohms. It's resulting in a better taste. So maybe my mind is slowly changing on this. It could become a buy again. Maybe not next week. Maybe the week after. Looking at buying another mod this weekend. Gonna go to. You can see what I can't get. Thinking about getting a box mod. See what's going on, you know, that kind of thing. I don't know yet, see how the paycheck rolls out, but we'll see how it goes. But for right now, I'm going to stick with this. Probably going to get new magnets for it, maybe just see how the spring goes. The only thing I drawback about the spring is this, with these clones, and it's notorious, is that any kind of Nemesis clone, usually any kind of clone, the firing button will get hot, especially if you're using a spring, which this is a copper spring with another copper spring around it. So if it just, you know, it gets hot, but it doesn't get burning hot. It just gets warm. The cylinder gets warm from the battery, but you know, vent holes are very limited on this. There's 2 here, and then there's 4 around the bottom. When you do scroll down, you know, tighten up your locking nut or locking faction ring, I guess you can call it, down to the button so it doesn't fire. And then also a good tip if you want to help keep everything cooler. This is for, I would believe, anything from 1 to, anything below, I'd say 0.5, or even just say below, it's probably 0.3 if you're vaping a lot, 0.5, but if not, anything below probably 0.3, maybe 0.4, do this. Adjust your firing or your contact pin inside your mod, if you can adjust it to where it sits up a little bit higher, so that way your atomizer isn't going to wibble or wobble. So what happens is that there's that little bit of breathing room. You can see that little gap. You can see my beautiful white forehead there, and you can also see I have play in my ring for my air holes. What that allows is for breathing, so that way this hot metal doesn't continue to get this hot up here, so that way this cools off faster. And already, the top cap, that's hot. It's not burning hot, but I mean, if I hold it, it gets pretty warm. So, I mean, this is warm. It would warm your hands up in the wintertime, I'm sure. But, if you just keep that gap in there, it'll produce better flavors, and it'll make everything last a lot longer because heat kills batteries. It does cause more of a resistance because it's causing more work for the battery to have to fight through the heat because it won't breathe. So that's what I got to say about that. So yeah, guys, tell me what you think about the clouds coming out of this thing. She's probably about halfway charged, so she's doing pretty good. It's just nothing but big clouds. I mean, it just carries out throughout the whole office. And when I'm in my car, I have to vape with the window down because if I have the window up, and I have gotten pulled over once for too much, you know, for smoking the car. And they're like, hey, what are you doing? And it's irritating. I don't know if anybody else has had that happen. So, I mean, that's just not even a second. See if we can't go for a 3-second draw. So yeah, there you go, guys. That's the Smashing Pumpkin. Another review inside the Addy. That very low ohms with the Nemesis. So there you guys go. Like I said, might be getting another one this weekend. See how things play out. You know, going under the needle this weekend also on Friday. So you know, nothing surgical. Just going under the needle. You guys will see it. I'll post it on the page. So. Sorry for the long video. I know I make long videos, but this also goes on Facebook. And then when I get home, I have Wi-Fi. I'm going to start posting it to my YouTube channel, which I'm going to post that URL link to the page. So that way you guys can check it out, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Like videos, whatever you want to do. If you do, you do. Awesome. Thank you for the support. If you don't, that's fine. Like I said, Jamie, I have gotten on your page. I do watch your videos. Do like, you know, if I like them, I like your videos. You know, most of the time I do. The support is awesome, no matter who you are. So, you know, I've always supported people. So I'm just looking for the support also. So just, check it out. If you ever want to look for it, the actual link, I believe, would be www.youtube.com. And I think it's /The Vapors Essex. Because that's kind of the thing that I started. I'm going to see if I can't get a couple other people to also get involved in the page. If anybody wants to get involved with my page, just let me know, and I can set you up with it. We can either link the accounts, or I can give you the information to get into the account so you can post videos, etc., etc. So that's about it. Sorry, it's getting on almost 8 minutes now, so I'm going to let you guys go. You have a great night, and vape on for the future.